welcome back to my channel. This is a part 2 of the goal setting video. I'm sure you must have watched the first part where I talked about why do we need to set the goals for our life and what are the areas in which we need to set the goals. In case you have not watched that video, I will leave the link in the description box below. Do watch that part 1 before you watch this part 2. In this part 2 of this goal setting, I am going to talk to you about as to how do you write the goals. We understand that it's very important to write. So now how do you write the goals and then how do you achieve the goals? So let us start with this. So I hope you have the pen and paper ready and you would have done some homework in terms of what you want to achieve from your life in this year. 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So goals could be, as I said, long term, it could be short term, it could be for a year, it could be for next 15 years, 20 years. So first thing is to write down, because writing down gives you a lot of clarity. So you write it down, you can take a diary, you can have a goal diary for yourself. I'll show you mine. So this is my goal diary. Okay, so you can have a goal diary for yourself where you can write the goals. Write as many goals, as many things that you want in life. And when you're doing this, you should be in the best of your mood, because you're writing about something that what you want from your life, about your future. So you should be in a very good mood and you should just dream. And if you're dreaming, you should dream big. You should not think, whether this is going to, how this is going to happen. You should just write what you want. You will be able to find the ways and means of making it happen. So just write what you want and then we will later on work on the process of it. So what I want to say is dream big. While you're setting your goals, don't restrict yourself. Just write what all you want from your life. So write down your goals, write down in a very good mood. Maybe play a music while you're writing down. So once you have written down your goals, then now it's the time to refine your goals. So for every goal, I would want you to put a deadline. So whether this is a goal that you've written for this year, is it going to be for a 5 year, for a 10 year, 15 years, 20 years? So just write down a deadline, because then it also tells you as to, if this is a long term goal or this is something which has to be focused and done on a weekly basis or a daily basis. So put a deadline to every goal and write every goal in detail. Make it more detailed, because the more you think about it and the more details you write, you get a lot of clarity as to what do you want to actually do in that. And the more clear you are, more focus and more commitment and more energy you can put into achieving that goal. So after you have written it down, after you have done the detailing, after you have reviewed it, then out of that number of goals that you've written, select your top 5 goals. So these top 5 goals should be the goals for this year. And these top 5 goals should find their place in your to-do list every day. So every day when you make your to-do list, what are things that you want to accomplish in this day or a week? So those things should be finding a place over there. So top 5 goals, once you select the top 5, what are your priorities? After that, you evaluate those goals, whether they are meeting the criteria of SMART. So you know about what is SMART goal. So SMART talks about the goal has to be very specific, because it says the specific is terrific. It cannot be very vague. Suppose it's about travel. So I want to travel this year. So that's very vague. So you can say I want to go to US, to California this year for 10 days. To meet my brother. It has to be very specific like this, on such and such date. So it has to be very specific like this, right? Then comes M. M is measurable. So whatever goals you set should be measurable. It should have a number that can say that you have been able to achieve the goal. Okay. And then achievable. So the goals have to be achievable, but it has to be a stretched goal. It cannot be something which is very easy, because if it is very easy, it would not be like a challenge for you. You would not really exert a lot of effort because it's very easy. So it should be achievable. At the same time, it should have some stretch factor into it. And then R, it should be a realistic goal. So seeing the situation, seeing the circumstances, whatever you plan should be realistic enough for you to achieve, because If it is not a realistic goal, then you may get demotivated in the process. And T stands for time bound. So as I said, put a timeline for every goal. By when do you want that goal to be achieved? Right? So SMART. So this is basically the formula for setting SMART goals. You may find a lot of videos about setting the SMART goals. I am not getting into details of that because that is something which is known to a lot of you over here. So now once we have done this SMART goal setting, now comes the question as to how do we write, where do we write it? Because this is very important thing which is going to decide my future. This is going to decide my effort and where I want to focus. So there are 2-3 ways of doing it. As I said, like me, either you can make a goal diary, you can write it in detail in the goal diary, or you can make something like a vision board, what we call as vision board, where you actually, for all the 8 categories that we talked about, all the 8 areas, you can write down your goals, you can stick the pictures related to that goal, and you can paste it on the wall on a chart paper. So that is the kind of vision board which you can create. I will give you an example of that also in the next slide. The third thing could be by creating goal cards. So goal cards are again, you create small cards kind of thing which you can write down your goals on those cards, the size of a visiting card basically, and then write down your goals, and you can laminate them and you can put it in your wallet. And because why do we have to put it in a wallet? Because the goals, wherever you put it, whether it's on near your computer table, or whether it's in your wallet, or whether it's written in a diary, wherever it is, whatever way you find it's convenient, this should be visible to you, or this should be read by you every day. So every day spend some time, every morning spend time reading these goals, because something which is out of sight becomes out of mind. So every day you need to read these goals, spend time thinking about these goals. This is the way you actually condition your mind about these goals. So it's very important that even if it is in your diary, you read it. You read these goals. This will help your mind to understand, okay, this is what I am focusing on in this year. Your subconscious mind plays a very important role in helping you achieve certain things in life, certain targets or certain success in life. And whenever you're writing the goals, it's very important that you use all affirmations or positive sentences and words. And the way of writing goal is also something to be noted here, that the goals that you write should be written in a way as if it has already happened. It should be written in a present continuous tense. It should not be like, I want to do this particular course, or I want to read this 25 books, or I want to get the job in this particular organization. It should be written in a present continuous form, saying that I have already read this 25 books and I am sharing my knowledge with people through my YouTube videos by this particular date. So it should be something which I have already achieved. I'll give you an example of my personal goals which I have set, so that it becomes more clear in terms of how do you write the goals. So as I said, you have to put a date. So I said then today is 26th May 2021. I'm happy that my YouTube channel viewership has gone up to 10,000 subscribers, and I have been posting videos every week. I am more confident and happy and celebrating with my family. Thank you, God. So I'm saying actually that this has happened, and if you see, all the positive words are there, and it has a lot of feeling words also, like happy and celebrating with my family. So this is very important, the way you write your goals, because when you're reading it every day, you are giving a message to your subconscious mind that this has already happened. Subconscious mind is basically like a small child, just whom you say that this has been done or this has happened, so it will believe that. So you have to condition your mind every day by reading these goals, and therefore it has to be in affirmation sentences, and it has to be in present continuous tense. It cannot be in something like future tense. Okay, I'll read to you another goal. As I said, the goals have to be big enough for you to be motivated to reach that goal, it should be motivating, it should be challenging for you. Like I've written here one more goal. Hooray! Today is 14 January 2025. My book is published and I am the best-selling author. My book is launched in a function with Amitabh Bachchan present as chief guest. We are all celebrating this book launch along with 500 other people in the function with my family and my parents. I'm very happy. Thank you, God. So, sometimes when you hear this kind of goal, you may feel that, what is this? Is this something... people may laugh at you when you write goals like this, but this is something like my aspiration, my dream. So I have put it down and I certainly would aspire to make this happen. So this is the way you have to write your goals. It has to be big enough to motivate you, it has to be big enough to challenge you and make you work towards those goals. And when you achieve those goals, you'll see that how much of happiness it gives you. And when you achieve these goals, do celebrate every goal that you achieve, even if it's a small goal. You can have a small goal of maybe in next 6 months I want to lose 5 kgs of weight. So when you achieve that, you should celebrate that. Or as I said, reading 5 books in next 5 months. So even though goals may be small, you should celebrate those achievements, because then you give a message to yourself and people around that you are about success, and when you celebrate your success. So these are the few tips in terms of how do you set the goals, how do you condition your mind to achieve your goals, and from time to time you have to keep on reviewing your progress towards your goals. If your goal is a very big goal, like I said, becoming a best-selling author is a very big goal for me, and it is also a time-bound goal for next 5 years. So I would have to break that down into smaller goals, for which I have to work maybe every year, every quarter, do some work which will help me progress towards the goal. So break down the bigger goals into smaller goals and keep on progressing towards your bigger goal. And keep on reviewing the goals with changing situations. If there is a need to change the goals, you can make some changes in those goals. If you do this, I can surely guarantee you that in 2021 December, when you're actually seeing your goals and what all you have achieved, you will find that the very fact that you sat down to write the goals, you read the goals every day, has made you work towards the goals, and you would have achieved much more than you wanted. And this will give you tremendous satisfaction. It is really very powerful. Writing has got a lot of power, and then conditioning your mind to achieve that goal. It actually helps you to fill your 24 hours with so much of energy, so much of commitment towards your goal. So I wish you all the best for your goals for 2021, and in the comment box please share with me as to whether you have started setting your goals or have you already set your goals, and how has been your experience. I'm giving you my LinkedIn connection here. Do reach out to me if I can be of any help to you. Thank you.